name is August. I'm a trans man living in the United States. I went live on TikTok about a week ago, and I asked everyone there what kind of questions they would have for me. Most of them were about my trans experience, so I just figured I may as well go ahead and make a video about being trans. So here we are. First question. How did I know I was trans? That's a good question. It took 25, almost 26 years, a month short of 26 years, for me to figure out that I am in fact a trans man. And, however, that is not to say that I couldn't have known earlier, or to say that there wasn't any sign of dysphoria, discomfort, just generalized feeling like I didn't belong, but also like there was some undefined problem with me that I didn't know how to figure out how to fix. Though I did say to my mother when I was about, I think 3 or 4, I said, "Mom, this ain't it. This ain't it. I'm not a girl. I don't like it. Just let me cut my hair. Just let me run around shirtless and barefoot. I don't want any of this." And she said, "Well, this is the way that God made you. God made you to wear dresses and play with dolls and do all of that." So I thought, well, who am I to argue with God? So I'll just play with my Barbies and wear pink, which was fine, I guess. It's just that I wish that my surroundings were such that I could have come out safely at an earlier time. Why did I wait? I came out as bisexual my second year of high school, and that was more than enough for my parents. They were like, "Whoa, you're really pushing everything. You're really pushing boundaries." So I kind of left it there for a while. Went off to college. Even got married. I think there's a lot of expectation on young people to follow a designated path. So, for example, we've talked in the past about college and how, the expectation seems to be you turn 18, you decide what you're going to be when you grow up, and then you go off and pursue that major, whatever it may be, which is so not the case for so many of us, and of course myself included. But yeah, I really thought that what would make my parents happy, and it honestly did for a while, is getting married. So I got married at 24. Obviously it didn't work out. I'm glad it didn't. I think, as I said before, I'm not sure that living in small town Wisconsin would have been the safest place for me to come out at that age with such strict parents. My mom's really come around in recent years, but it's taken a lot of work. I came out as bisexual, lesbian, non-binary, and then trans. So she went through all of those coming outs. It was like, okay, I love you. I think it's like some people when they get tattoos, and their mom's like, "Don't get another one. Don't get another one." And they're like, "Mom, I just want my whole body covered." And by the, 100-something tattoo, they're like, "Well, I tried." How did I come out? They made, on the popular app Instagram, a filter that you could put on your face that would masculinize your features. Okay, so broader jawline, sharper, facial hair, thick eyebrows, that sort of thing. And at the time, I was very feminine looking. I was a femme non-binary person, at least I thought. and I saw a TikTok, believe it or not, of a person trying this filter on, getting emotional, and I was like, what's the big deal? It's just a filter. And then my ass put it on, and I was like, uh-huh, okay. So I immediately, of course, as we do in this modern age, took pictures, screenshots of me with the, filter, and made a TikTok about it. And uh, I thought, you know what? I've had these thoughts before. I've thought, why can't I just be a man? It would just be easier. It'd be nicer. It'd be more comfortable. But we don't all get what we want. So why don't I just, quit fighting that far too hard to fight, and backtrack, just pretend. I really thought I could for the rest of my life. Just pretend. But I couldn't keep my mouth shut, so I just texted my best friend at the time and was like, look at this! Look at me! Oh my god! Could I do this? Am I? What do you think? I didn't phrase it that way, but that was my intention in sending it. At the time, she was like, oh, that's so cool. Yeah, non-binary, androgynous, and I was like, yeah. I didn't speak of it to anyone else because I was so embarrassed. But what I did do is I broke down a couple of weeks later to that same friend, and I said, I think I might be a man. And it was so hard to say. It was so hard to say because the first time you say it, you're like, I'm admitting that this struggle is not only real, but it's not going away. And she took it really well. She did. I was very, very lucky. The first person that I told was very accepting and supportive, and immediately said, anything you need, let me know. We'll figure this out for you. Which was what I needed to hear. That we would figure it out. That it would be okay. That this wasn't some sort of death sentence failure. That it wasn't some sort of downfall of mine. That I wasn't broken. Because it's so easy to support other people, right, outside of you, and be like, no, you're a wonderful trans human being. You deserve rights. You deserve to be who you are. You deserve to express yourself. But when it comes to you and your personal circumstances and your family, totally different. Totally different. So it was so terrifying. And it took a little while, but I realized that, yeah, this isn't going away. This trans thing, this really is who I am. And all this time, that I could live that truth and be a person, that realization, that I could exist in society that way, was like game changing. Yeah. Next, I told my mother. And she did cry. She was very much of the mindset of, I'm losing my daughter. Which, I can, I can sympathize. It's not that I can't, it's just, it's not true. It's not true. Because she never existed. She was me, dressed up in makeup and long hair and dresses, pretending. It was me all along. It was just drag. And at first it was really hard for my mom. I'm not going to lie to you. It was really hard for her, and I think other family members as well. But I was very lucky. It's such a gift to be trans. How did I find community? Well, community found me. I came out in a TikTok and people were like, yeah, me too. Do you need help? I'm a part of Facebook groups. I'm a part of Instagram sort of communities, and the friends I've made on TikTok are invaluable. Just wildly supportive. If you go on to, say, for instance, TikTok, and you want to find some trans creators, go hashtag trans, hashtag trans man, find, cultivate a For You page that is full of people and topics that actually benefit you, and are personal to you. That's what I've done, and that's really helped me find community. Because there's a whole world of queer people on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, and everywhere, I would keep on keeping with the research, and people will come out of the woodwork. It's really like that sometimes. How do I feel about my past self? I think the person that I used to be was very clearly confused and undereducated, misguided, if you see where I'm going. The person I used to be, I wouldn't say was a totally bad person, just not my best work at all. But I don't feel as though that's a rare sentiment that trans people have, that thinking about their old self is difficult. But I would like to add this, that to know that you've made progress and to track that progress, to acknowledge that you're not where you were, that you can change and you can be your best self by putting in the work, by doing the research and finding community. Reaching out for help is really the way. Yeah, and I'm glad I came out when I did. Honestly, I wasn't ready beforehand. I was still trying so hard to make that cis-het-ish lifestyle work, and clearly it's not who I am or anything I'm about. I cannot stress this enough. It's going to be hard. It's going to be so hard, but it's going to get better. The struggle, the trans struggle of who am I? Where am I going? What am I doing with my life? Why do I look like this? Why am I covered in acne? Like, just get it off me. What do I do? It's all out there. We can help you. We can. Us transes that are going through it and have gone through it. Everyone who supports you, lean into that. And if you want to come out, just make sure that you're going to be safe. Okay? We don't need any problems with your safety. And if you have any problems, please call the Trevor Project. Call the suicide hotline. Call Trans Lifeline. It's not always going to be this hard. And who knows? Things can really change really quickly. Sometimes. I hope this helps. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I post new videos every Wednesday. Yeah, please hit like and subscribe if you want to see more. And you can find me on TikTok at WithLoveAugust. Have a great week, everybody.